What is up, Dippers? Dipper Dan One here. Y'all know who I am. Duh. If you don't, I'm Dipper Dan One. Now, y'all can see behind me, my rebel flag came in. Hells yeah. So, check that shit out. Fucking right. Awesome. $4 on Amazon. So that's pretty sweet. So, tonight, we have a review. This is a dip that I have not had in about 3 years. I just picked it up. It was like $4 and like $4.50. So around $4.50. So that being said, I hope I enjoy it as much as I used to. But first things first, cleaned out the mud jar. It was nice and smelling good. Got myself some water. Which is important for your health. And it tastes good. Well, sometimes. But the dip I will be reviewing today is motherfucking Copenhagen Snuff. That's right. The one, the original fucking Copenhagen Snuff. So, it's obviously a uncracked can. Now I definitely am going to make a mess about this shit. Thankfully I have a vacuum. Because this is going to be fucking messy. And of course it has the really shitty, I can't get my fingernail in the fucking wrapper. So, knife is always good. I find that with Copenhagen Snuff and Copenhagen Long Cut. Because the fiberboard, and for some reason the fiberboard, the plastic wrapper that they put on it fucking is really a bitch. So you gotta start it off with a knife or something. And if you're lucky, you can get your finger around it, but I'm not being able to, so I'm gonna have to use a knife. The problem with that is I don't want to cut the fiberboard. So hopefully I don't do that. Fucking A, y'all. This is impossible. This is worse than long cut. This is fucking worse. And it was fucking bad enough with the long cut. Also, this knife isn't very sharp. But fucking A. That didn't even cut through it. How the fuck am I supposed to get my snuff open? I got another knife. This is the first knife I ever got. Thank you, BA Stealth 20. The first, knife this style anyway. I mean, I had a few pocket knives. Alright, I'm getting it now. This knife is a lot sharper. There we go, and I can get my finger in it. This is the only time that I actually like having fingernails, is when I can get my fucking dip open. There we go. Oh. It just smells amazing. Pack this shit. Now, obviously I'm going to make a mess. I mean, it's fucking snuff. Who doesn't make a mess with snuff? No. My problem is I make a mess with everything. I make a mess with fucking long cut. So, I make a mess with fucking extra long cut. So, this is probably going to be a little bit of a bitch. Look at that fine cut goodness. Let's take a look at it. Ah. It smells a lot like long cut. So, but it has. Ooh, I'm getting chills from that. This actually smells really good. Fuck it, I'm just gonna put a pinch in. This is gonna be a bitch. Make a fucking mess. I'm already making a mess and I haven't even moved it away from the, This is going to take a while to get a lip in. There's fucking nothing. I'm getting it. Alright. I'm getting there. Not done yet, but fucking getting there. Sure, it's all over my mouth. Why'd I throw that? Shit, hang on. Gotta keep my dip rag. Alright. Put some more in. That's not a big enough pinch. Like I said, I had not had snuff in fucking probably 3 years. So, I wonder if you could, like, do this nasally. Like, nasal snuff. I know fucking nasal snuff is pretty much the same thing. Just I don't think it's moist. Mm. Alright. Fucking A. Alright, I'm done fucking around. I got my lip of snuff in. Taste is magnificent. Just the way I remembered it. Now I know Steve-O dips this, or he used to dip it anyway. I don't know if he even still dips anymore. Last time I saw him, he did. Give me a sec. Wipe all this snuff off my bed. And onto my freshly vacuumed floor. I'll have to go back over it with the vacuum. But yeah, you can't dip snuff without making a mess. That's for sure. But yeah, fucking just the way I remember it. So yeah, I got the rebel flag. Fucking like I said, $4 on Amazon. So if you want to buy it, it's pretty good quality. I mean, it's not the greatest quality in the world, but I mean, it was $4, so I wasn't expecting anything high quality. I mean, it is good quality for the price, I'll tell you that much. You know, go to a store, you're going to look at $15, $25 for one of the same quality. So, quality was better than I actually expected. It is a lot thinner than other flags that I've had. I've had, you know, I've actually never had a rebel flag. I've had American flags, but it's a little bit thinner, but that's alright. I mean, I'm just hanging on the wall. I'll be getting an American flag, another American flag. I have one, but that's for outside. That's a lot thicker. So I'm going to order one off of Amazon. I'm also going to get a Gadsden flag. I figure I'll hang the Gadsden flag over my closet, which isn't really a closet. I mean, it's just a door frame with shelving behind it and a curtain covering it. So I figure I'll hang it there. And then where my calendar is over on that wall. I'll probably hang the American flag. So, flag that room. My only problem with hanging something over there is finding the headboard on the studs, because the studs are not placed in the right way to be able to hang it, because this isn't where a stud is and that side isn't where a stud is. So I hung it from the header. But yep. Fucking love Copenhagen snuff. So earlier, I got into an argument with my dad. He saw that I had bought a rebel flag and hung it over my bed. He's like, "Why the hell you got that over your bed? Don't you know that flag has racist meanings?" He's like, "Well, basically you're saying that you're a racist and a bigot." What? How did you get that from a flag? That's my question. I'm sure, I mean, yes, I know the KKK used that flag for their flag, but that's for a different meaning. I told him mine is for pride and heritage. He's like, and he starts going, "Oh, I didn't come from the South, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "I don't care if you came from the South. Our family came from the South on both sides." He's like, "My family didn't come from the South. My family came from Germany." I'm like, "I know that." And they came from Germany to New York, then they moved down south where they became farmers. And then they moved to Pennsylvania. He's like, "I know where my family comes, blah, 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 blah." He's going off. I'm just like, fuck this. So I just pretty much sat there and spaced out while he was ranting, because I don't really give two fucks. I was like, no, I'm just sitting there thinking this conversation's going nowhere. And he's like, "Are you even paying attention to me?" I said, "No, honestly." I said, "Because you're just bitching at me." And I didn't say that. He's going to kick my ass. I'm like, "No, you're just yelling at me and spouting off. And no, I'm not paying attention because none of your words make sense." So, I don't know, whatever. So, he's like, then later he's like, "I don't mean to get on you, but blah, 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 blah." I'm like, he's like, "Back when I was a kid, that flag was considered racist." I said, "I don't care. This isn't 1976 anymore." I said, "This is 2013. Flag has a different meaning now." So, it's about pride. And, pride in your heritage, pride in where you fucking grew up. So, he's like, "Don't you know that you could get shot for having that flag?" I said, I said, "Maybe in New York City." I said, "Maybe in northern states. Around here, not really. I mean, yes, we have one ghetto, but that's on the other side. It's like fucking 20 miles away." So, I don't want to hear it. So, whatever. But, anyway, Copenhagen snuff. Talk about that. Obviously, as y'all know, Copenhagen snuff is pretty much the finest cut shit you can find. I'm not a big fan of fine cut dips, but this is the only fine cut dip that I will actually dip. You know, I mean, I've had other fine cut dips, and I mean, they're alright, but I mean, the flavor's phenomenal. It tastes almost like long cut, but it's definitely different. You just can't beat original Copenhagen flavors. I mean, long cut and snuff are the two original, dips that Copenhagen came out with. First it was Copenhagen snuff. Well, first it was just Copenhagen. I don't even think they call it. Well, maybe they did call it Copenhagen snuff back in the 1800s, but I mean, this is pretty much, this is pretty much the original shit. I mean, I don't think it was I don't think it was as fine cut. I'm pretty sure it was pretty much around what long cut is. And then they came out with the long cut and then switched the name to Snuff, I think. Don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% sure on that. That's from memory. It might have been this was the original Snuff, and then they changed it to long cut, and then they switched the name, and then they came out with the Snuff. I don't know. It is a little bit like the texture is a little bit like sand. I mean, it's not like, you know, gritty, but it is very small, and well, it is a little bit gritty, but it's not bad. I mean, it does get all over your mouth, but I mean, you know, oh well. When you spit as much as I do, it really doesn't cause a problem. I mean, I have overactive spit glands, and so I spit more than normal people. But I mean, it's just fucking amazing. The taste is amazing. Definitely. I mean, it feels. I have one little cut. It does feel like sand. So. It is hard to pack. It's hard to pinch. Well, not hard to pack, but hard to pinch. Because of the fact that it's fine cut. But, you know, that's expected. Who the fuck is upstairs? But still, it's good. I definitely don't mind it at all. It does float around quite a bit. That's probably the only thing that I don't like about it is how fine it is and how much it floats around in the mouth, but still good. So, but yep. So I think that's pretty much it for this video. I don't have a lot of space on my phone, so I'm going to cut this a little bit shorter than normal. So, I will talk to y'all next time. And, like I said in my last video, if you have any suggestions of what I should review, put it down in the suggestion box, in the comments. I'm not going to do any Longhorn, and I'm not going to do any Wintergreen. So, just put those in the comment box below. And as always, spit black, bitches.